Well, welcome back, Lady Hawks fans, MCal Lady Softball fans, to the Nest for an MCal rematch coming at you mid to late season on a beautiful sun-splashed day at the Hawks Nest, featuring your Lady Tamalpais Hawks and the Hornets from Novato. MCal matchup between bottom-dwelling Novato and the Lady Hawks, currently sitting in 5th position in the MCal standings, the record at 4-4 in conference. And what are we for the season? 9-4. Happy to note, believe it or not, Pat, executive producer Pat Terry sitting next to me. I looked today. The Hawks are undefeated at the Nest, 4-0 on the season. I was surprised to read that kind of commentary on. We haven't played a whole heck of a lot of games here. We got a lot coming up. I think all but 2 games left, or actually 1 game left on the road. Play San Rafael up at their home, but the rest of our MCal games are here, and we've got one last non-conference game on Friday against Pinole Valley, a makeup from a game that didn't go down on spring break. I think is that going to be Little Hawks Day?
I'm not sure. We'll have to look into that and see.
I don't know if you out there can hear Mr. Terry. I indicated to him that I was struggling to get to him. Hopefully it's not this music that's blinding him out a little bit. Bear with us while we do a little bit of housekeeping here. We're about 5 minutes from first pitch. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks, to the Nest. Little technical difficulties here. Our executive producer, Pat Terry, always working hard for us. Always thank Pat for doing this for us. It's a lot of work that goes into it. He sets it all up. He sets the camera, something I could never do. His patience is that of a saint, and we're grateful to have him on a beautiful day here at the Nest. I am scanning all over the place, and I do not see any clouds in the sky. Just an absolutely perfect day for Lady Softball here today. The Hornets of Novato up to visit Lady Hawks, coming off of a 17-0 drubbing of Terra Linda, and we're just getting ready to go here. Novato with a very strong turnout from their fan base.
Can you ask for a moment of silence for the great girl?
Yes. Yes. Legendary coach, Hall of Famer Don Smith walking by. We will do a moment of silence here in a few moments for the tragedy that unfolded in here in Marin County on Saturday evening, late afternoon. For those of you who don't know, we lost 4 Marin County students. All of them went to Archie Williams. 6 young girls involved in a devastating car accident which claimed the lives of 4 young individuals. 2 of them still in critical condition. Our hearts and prayers go out to those families, and we will do a moment of silence for them once we get closer here to game time. Coaches are at home plate, exchanging lineups with the umpire, going over the ground rules. Hall of Fame scorekeeper Phil Sasso has slid in and has taken his seat in front of the scoreboard. Good. How you doing?
I don't know. I'll take inventory here. Petaluma to Novato to Mill Valley.
Oh, you're working in Petaluma today?
Yeah. And I didn't know whether to believe it was 75 degrees here or not.
I know. Awesome, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, your Lady Hawks taking the field. We want to welcome you all to the Nest for an MCAL matchup between the Lady Hawks and the Novato Hornets. If we could all ask you to listen carefully as we take a moment of silence for the families who suffered a tragic loss over the weekend. We lost 4 very, very wonderful students from Archie Williams over the weekend on Saturday. When I go silent, can I please all ask you to take a moment of silence? Thank you. In the circle today for the Lady Hawks, junior right-hander number 10, Ava Lee, behind the plate doing the catching. Senior Krista Sasso over at third base. Senior captain Elisa Cobb playing shortstop. Number 1, Zoe Pletcher. Senior Annika Harris over at first base. Senior Eden Clark out in left field, or out over at first base, Over in right, sophomore Delphine McGrain. Hazel Walsh, senior, in center field. And junior Melissa Farity will be playing left field today. Leading off for Novato, playing second base, number 3, Sienna Madsen. Okay, folks, the introductions have been done. Girls are meeting in the circle. Perfect day at the Nest. Sienna Madsen, second baseman for Novato, stepping in. Ava Lee, last time she faced Novato was up in Novato, and it was 6 1/3 into the game before she gave up her first hit in a one-hit 7-0 shutout. The rematch is today. Lee wasting no time, coming right down the middle with a fastball, and it's quickly no balls and a strike to Madsen. Novato girls up on the fence, donned in all black and yellow. Lady Hawks in their home white, red, and blues. Good fastball swung at hard there by Madsen, down quickly, no balls and 2 strikes as we're just getting started here at the Nest. Not a cloud in the sky, barely a little bit of breeze on a perfect day for ladies softball. Lee on the bump, no balls and 2 strikes. Off speed, caught Madsen, looks like on the knee, quickly down to first base on a hit by pitch. Hitting for Novato, shortstop Georgiana Castro. So Lee quickly went 2 strikes on Madsen and then tried to come inside and caught her on the knee. That'll bring up the shortstop. Good fastball swung at hard, ripped over the Novato dugout. Little spring in the step here from the Hornets, I'd say. They come out looking ready. Girls are on the fence. I saw some of their warm-ups. They look sharp. Novato looking for its first conference win. Ball down in the dirt, squirts away from Sasso, the catcher. Madsen moving down to second base. Count knotted at 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the first inning.
A lot of energy on the Hornets bench.
Yeah, Pat Terry saying it right. A lot of energy. Girls are up on the fence. Alfonso Flores, the Novato coach, bringing his squad in. That ball smoked down the left field line. It's picked up by Faraday, who comes up throwing. Runner stops Madsen. And Castro down to second base with a stand-up double. Hitting for Novato, the pitcher, Isabel Rykoff. So the Hornets got something going on here early. 2 runners on, both of them in scoring position. Nobody out here. Lee on the bump, looking in for the sign. Ball's down and in. Big lead over there at first base from Madsen. Rykoff, their best player for sure, pitching, and also their 3-hitter. I do remember her ripping a double down the line, the only hit the Hornets had the first time they saw Lee. Good little curveball there from Lee, a little bit off speed, had Rykoff, a little bit off balance, knots the count at a ball and a strike. Lee comes with a fastball up and away, goes out there into Audie Rowe, just misses. Ball in the dirt, dug out nicely by Sasso. That one missed by a good distance. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Novato pitcher. Again, 2 runners on, nobody out here as we just get going here at the nest. Good off-speed pitch, pulled the string there by Lee. Rykoff just getting a piece of it, fouls it straight back. Really good change of speed there from Ava. May have left the pitch up just a little bit. Deep breath from the number 3 hitter from the Hornets, sensing an opportunity here to help herself out. That pitch pops straight up. Cobb coming in. Base runner got in her way as she tried to make an effort on that. Got the end of her glove. Ball lands in foul territory. A missed opportunity there for the Hawks to pick up an early out. Good pitch by Ava Lee. Both players battling here in an early game matchup. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Novato pitcher Rykoff. That ball fouled off the foot of Rykoff at the plate. Rykoff up here battling, swinging at virtually every pitch she's seen. Novato coach Alfonso Flores down there at third base. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Sasso firing down to Cobb. Madsen back in, sliding head first. Good heads-up play there from Sasso, seeing the runner come well off the bag. Krista dug that ball out of the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. That ball ripped up into the air and over the dugout, foul down the left field line. Another ball fouled at the plate as Lee continues to pound the zone. These Hornets came to play. There's no doubt about it. That ball's popped up. Pletcher underneath it in shallow left field for the first out of the inning. Hitting for Novato, playing third base, Gianna Flores. So in steps the Hornet third baseman, Gianna Flores. That ball down in the zone. Good fastball. Sasso again keeping Madsen honest over at third base. Fires the ball down to third baseman Elisa Cobb, who had to get up to keep it from going over her head. Ball one to Flores here. Ball missed down in the zone. 2 balls and no strikes to Gianna Flores. 1 out here. Runners at second and third for the Hornets as Lee is grinding early in the circle. Off-speed pitch pops straight up in the air for Cobb, who squeezes it for the second out of the inning. Good pitch there by Ava Lee. 2 outs now here for Novato. Now hitting for Novato, playing first base, Claire Hanna. So in steps the Novato first baseman, Claire Hanna, here with 2 outs. Lee trying to get out of an early jam. Good fastball on the inside corner. Lot of zip there as Ava continues to settle in quickly. No balls and a strike to Claire Hanna. Little breeze picking up. Can maybe just coming in a little bit from left field. That ball is smashed down the left field line. No fooling Hannah on that one. She was all over that fastball. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to the Novato third baseman as we play here in the top of the first inning. Ball's in the dirt, squirts away from Sasso. Lee to cover. There is no play as Madsen comes in and scores the first run of the game. Castro moves over to third. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And I almost just got nauseous as I saw Claire Hanna take a huge practice swing while the umpire was cleaning the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thank you, Phil. Ball down and in, trying to get framed there by Sasso. Lee trying to work the inside bottom of the zone, just missed. Big, huge practice swing from Claire Hanna. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Novato third baseman. That ball misses low and down and away. Novato coming up, playing inspired. I looked at what they did in their last conference game, Pat. They put 5 on San Marin and actually were in the game until the 5th inning. So maybe a little late season resurgence here from the Hornets.
They don't look like the team we played.
The ball's hit hard over to Harris, who picks it up at second base, lobs it over to Eden Clark, and quickly the Hawks are out of it with the 3rd out of the inning. No walks, a hit, and a run for the Hornets. We'll move to the bottom of the first. It is 1-0 Novato.
Who's leading off first?
Coach,
Say hi to the guy.
how you doing, buddy?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Over here working, huh?
Huh?
Over here working.
You can listen and watch live on TAM TV, man.
Damn, I should have watched the TV and said it came up.
This is Utopia, Nirvana, and everything all at one time, man.
3 pops over here.
Yeah. How your kids doing, man? Yeah. She coming home for the summer? She gonna stay?
Yeah, we're going on a family cruise.
Oh yeah?
June.
Oh good. That's great, man. You looking good as usual?
I mean, we're a little stressed, but it's
Yeah, it'll help. This'll help. This'll help.
I came out here to get out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, they always say, what they say? Get out of your own head. Go out and help somebody else.
For those of you listening right now, you hear that nice, deep, bassy voice. That's longtime Marin County basketball coach Orlando Wiggins stopping by to say hello. Junior varsity women's basketball coach.
An audience of 8.
8. That's good. That's good. You got to deepen that voice up. We might get 12.
In the circle today for Novato, Isabel Rykov doing the catching, Ali Tubak leading off, playing second base, number 15, senior Annika Harris. So welcome back. Here we are now, bottom of the first inning. Hornets put a run on the board. Pitch on the inside corner looked at by Annika Harris. Isabel Rykov doing the pitching for Novato today. Annika fouls that pitch at the plate. That's Annika's little brother, Olin Harris the fifth. Annika takes that changeup. It's grounded over to third base. It's fired across to retire Harris for the first out of the inning. Now hitting for the Lady Hawks, number 1. She's our shortstop, Zoe Pletcher. So in steps Zoe Pletcher, having a great season. Currently leading the Lady Hawks in batting average at .517. Yes, that's right. She's hitting .500, ladies and gentlemen. On base percentage north of .600. Squares to bunt as she steps to the front of the box. As you all know by now, this is a classic slap hitter in the 2 spot with lightning quick speed. Uses the bat like a wand. And if you survey the defense, the slap should be on. Look at how deep that left fielder is. So we move into the front of the box. She's very disciplined at the plate. Very rarely swings at a pitch that's out of the strike zone, and very rarely swings and misses. Count is knotted here at 1 ball and 1 strike. That ball's grounded over the pitcher's head, off of the shortstop's chest, had a little spin on it. That's enough for Pletcher to get to first safely. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, senior captain, number 9, playing first base today, Eden Clark. Error. That ball's in the dirt. Huge lead there from Zoe Pletcher. Nice dig there by the Novato catcher, Ali Tubak. We've seen her before. Great athlete. Eden Clark having a great season. Eden currently hitting .448. Ball's thrown down by Tubak to first. Pletcher doing what she does, testing the defense. One of the fastest moving players in all of MCAL. Clark off of a hot game where she threw a complete game shutout, had two hits and 2 RBIs. A pitch right down the middle from Rykov for strike 1.
She doesn't make any noise.
Swung through by Clark. Good fastball from Rykov at the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eden. Pitcher Ava Lee in the on-deck circle. We play MCAL ladies softball here in the bottom of the first inning. That ball way up. Count is now full to Eden Clark.
They're wasting their time trying to pick off Zoe over there.
Right. Ball smashed down the third base line off the elbow of the third baseman. Ball goes all the way out into left field. Pletcher sits tight at second base. Doesn't want to run into an out here early.
I'm going to give her a hit.
Now hitting for the Lady Hawks, pitcher number 10, Ava Lee. So that ball was ripped hard. I think probably give her a hit. Clark slashed that ball down towards third base. It bounced off the third baseman and into the outfield. Ava Lee jams a ball down the right field line that twists just out of play. First pitch swinging from Ava Lee on a fastball that was down and away. She just went with the pitch and hit a line drive that landed maybe 2-3 feet foul. So the Lady Hawks are out here swinging the bat too. Rykoff pounding the zone. No balls and a strike to the junior pitcher, Ava Lee. Lee jams that ball down the left field line and foul. So that's about 350 feet of foul ball on 2 pitches for Ava Lee, who looks locked in here at the plate. Boy, did she turn on that one, Phil, or what? Ava always at the front of the box. Sits on a changeup, smokes it into the right field gap. That's by the center fielder and all the way to the wall. No hesitation from Clark as she comes all the way from first base. Pletcher and Clark scoring on a stand-up double by Ava Lee. It's now 2-1 Lady Hawks. Now hitting for your Lady Hawks and playing third base, number 8, Elisa Cobb. So the Lady Hawks come back and answer immediately. Into run for Lee, number 16, sophomore, Evan Terry. So senior captain Elisa Cobb up with an opportunity to pick up an RBI as the Hawks have put 2 on the board here and still nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Cobb squares to bunt, does not offer. Ball comes in down and away for ball 1. Boy, what an impressive at-bat there from Ava Lee. Saw 3 pitches, hit one 170 feet down the right field line, one 180 feet down the left field line, and then ripped a double into the center field gap. Cobb always disciplined at the plate, rarely swings at any bad pitch. It's 2 balls and no strikes to the senior captain. Offering again, Cobb, this time not swinging. Another pitch misses down in the zone. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Senior center fielder Hazel Walsh in the on-deck. What's that, Phil?
On a kick out.
Yes. That ball's ripped through the right side by Cobb for a single. That'll bring in Evan Terry for the 3rd run, so that's an RBI for Cobb, who stands at first base after a solid single. That's 3 hits in a row for the Lady Hawks. Now hitting for the Hawks, playing center field, number 4, senior Hazel Walsh. So the Hornets flew in, picked up a run in the first inning, and are having a hard time getting out of the bottom of the first inning as the Hawks bats have come alive. Ball swung at hard, no hesitation by Hazel Walsh on a fastball. Let her high, fouled straight back off Tubak's glove.
You heard that advice from the coach, hit C-ball, hit ball.
Yeah, he keeps it simple down there. I heard that too. I was going to say something and you beat me to it. Yeah, C-ball, hit ball. That's why he makes the big bucks, Hall of Famer, Don Smith. Coming off his 77th birthday. Marin County Hall of Famer, and his mother graduated from Tamalpais High in 1942. Good fastball there from Tubak. Must have just missed on the inside corner. That had good zip. That's the best pitch I've seen Tubak throw so far. 2 balls and a strike to Hazel. Hazel takes a big cut on a fastball up in the zone, fouls it down the right field line over the Novato dugout. Hazel, in her 4th season for the Lady Hawks, has been the starting center fielder since her sophomore year. Very consistent. Swung over the top of a good fastball there by Tubak for the 2nd out of the inning. Hitting for the Lady Hawks and playing left field, number 13, Melissa Varsity. So with 2 outs, in steps Melissa Varsity. Cobb over there at first base. Varsity takes a real good cut at a fastball, hits a line drive foul down the right field line. Quickly, no balls and a strike. Great. Off-speed pitch there by Rykoff. Drops just underneath home plate for a ball. 1-1 here to the junior left fielder, Melissa Varsity. Ball in the dirt, stopped nicely by the catcher, Tubak. 2 balls and a strike. Varsity grounds a ball slowly to third base, picked up, thrown across nicely for the 3rd out of the inning. Three hits, an error, 3 runs for the Lady Hawks. We'll go to the top of 2. It's 3-1 Tam. So a good response from the Lady Hawks, who after the Hornets came out and put a run on the board. Thanks to the double by Ava Lee and RBI single by Elisa Cobb, it is 3-1 Lady Hawks on just a scrumptious day here in Southern Marin. We're playing ladies softball in Mill Valley, California, which is in Southern Marin County, on the campus of Tamalpais High School. A couple of months from summer break for these young ladies and graduation for a handful of seniors on this squad. Good time to shout out the seniors on this team. You got Annika Harris is a senior, Eden Clark is a senior, Elisa Cobb is a senior, Hazel Walsh is a senior, catcher Krista Sasso is a senior, Alessia Ducati is a senior, Charlotte Callaghy is a senior, and I think Addison Covey is a senior. I haven't seen much of Addie. Stepping in to hit for Novato, the catcher, Allie Tubak. A nice turnout here at the Nest from both teams. Novato representing very well, and as usual, a good smattering of parents, relatives, and some students and friends here to support the Lady Hawks. How could you not, Pat, on a beautiful day? It doesn't. I know the boys aren't playing baseball. There's not a track meet going on.
It's absolutely perfect out here.
It is.
Softball game.
It is. I think it's the day of the year so far, weather-wise. Sasso wasting no time, Lee wasting no time. Fastball swung on by the catcher, Tubak. It's a ball and a strike. Ooh, that Tubak went to square to bunt and took that fastball right off the top of her left knee. It looked like it hurt.
I would say that hurt.
Umpire heading out to talk to her colleague.
She might have dipped in.
A little conference here. Hall of Fame scorekeeper Phil Sasso may have suggesting that knee may have went over the front of home plate for an intentional get hit by pitch, but it appears after conversation that's been waved off.
I don't know who would want to be hit by a pitch by Ava Lee.
Right. Hitting for Novato, left fielder Jacinda Wright. So in steps the Novato left fielder, sleeves rolled up and over the shoulders. Tubak, the catcher, at first base. Good fastball there from Ava Lee on the inside corner. Quickly, no balls and a strike. So base runners in both innings for Novato. as Lee stands on the bump taking the sign from Sasso. That ball off-speed pitch fouled up and into the screen.
This might be a good time to mention the hot dogs are ready at the snack shack.
Yeah, if for those of you who are not here yet, there's hot dogs available at the snack shack. Come on by and get a hot dog. Hitting for the Hornets, playing center field, Sophia Long. So Lee retires right via the strikeout, and the number 8 hitter, Sophia Long, steps in for the Hornets with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Good fastball. Tubach, who was hit by a pitch there, didn't show much effect of it as she easily steals second base. Sasso threw it down to Pletcher just a little late on the throw. Ball 1 to the center fielder, Sophia Long here. Really good fastball there from Ava Lee, who seems to be either changing speeds at an upward level. I wouldn't put it behind Ava Lee to wait an inning or two before she really features the gas. Long way behind that pitch. Long squaring to bunt. That ball's popped up and picked up by Sasso, who quickly fields it and fires it down to Eden Clark for the second out of the inning. I thought Sasso was going to let that ball spin foul, which wouldn't have been a bad idea either. Instead, she picked it up and with no hesitation recorded the out, threw it inside the bag. That was a really good play by Sasso. Hitting for Novato, playing right field, Estrella Benitez. So in steps the 9-hitter Benitez for Novato. Tubach moved over to third on the sacrifice bunt by Sophia Long. Benitez swings over the top of a good fastball there by Ava Lee. So Novato threatens in 2 innings here. Impressive to see. Remember, Lee threw a 1-hitter at this team back earlier in the season. Ball down and in. Sasso wanted that one. She's quick and out of the box. That ball swung through by Benitez. Lee's picked up the fastball here. Tries to get sneaky with the ball down and away. Just missed.
Good pitch.
Yeah, I think so too. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Novato 9-hitter. 2 outs here. Swung through by Benitez for strike 3. Good inning there for Ava Lee. Hit the first runner, and runner advanced to third on a ground out in a sacrifice bunt. And again, on a nice play by senior catcher Krista Sasso on the sac bunt, picked up that ball just before it went foul, fired it over to Eden Clark at first base for the second out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning here at the Nest. It's 3-1 Lady Hawks.
I just got an urgent message from the shack asking if you could advertise for the crowd here the hot dog situation.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. As I hold this PA mic to my mouth, I'm just getting ready to go. No runs, no hits, no errors there. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. It is 3-1 Lady Hawks. I want to thank you all for coming out. Please look up and over to my right shoulder. That big blue box is where we keep our snack shack hot dogs available today. The Cobb on the grill. That's a good thing for all of you. Stop by and get it. It's not just a hot dog, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been over there, but I'm sure there's plenty to go with the hot dog. There's just about anything you could want to drink and or put in your mouth. Stop on by. We want to thank the TAM Boosters for giving us an opportunity to offer the Snack Shack We want to thank you all for coming out and enjoying a beautiful day of ladies softball here, MCAL style at the Nest. So Tubox finished up her warm-up pitches. Sasso's coming to the box as the Lady Hornets convene in the circle. Hitting for the Lady Hawks and doing the catching, number 12, senior Krista Sasso. So Sasso hitting in the 8th spot today, doing the catching as she has all season long. Looks at a first pitch fastball just under the knee. The umpire liked and called for a strike. Sasso never going to swing at the first pitch, always wants to see what she's dealing with before she lets it go. That ball misses, change up there by Tubox. Tubox been trying to work that change up in, hasn't really found it yet. It's a good pitch though, it's significantly change of pace from the fastball, and the fastball has picked up a little bit for her since the first time we saw her. There it is again, this time tries to come more inside and misses. It's 2 balls and a strike to Sasso. Big cut there from Sasso. I noticed, her dad's sitting next to me. I noticed Krista has opened up her stance a little bit. I don't know if Phil has noticed that or not, but that front foot is a little bit more open. She's even got her foot turned in a little bit. Ooh, looking for a hit, a changeup that almost Ephus style to strike out Sasso. Now hitting for the Lady Hawks, playing right field, sophomore number 9, Delphine McGrain. So in steps Delphine McGrain, the right fielder in the 9 spot, hitting on the left side of the box. Squares to bunt, off-speed pitch there from Rykoff. Glides across the outside corner for strike 1. Quick shout out to Delphine, who tripled the last time we played the Hornets. Good pitch there from Rybach. Fastball on the outside corner. Delphine quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. Rybach let that one go. Maybe held on to it a little bit too long, up and over the head of McGrain, which is saying something. McGrain probably standing in there at, I don't know, maybe 5'11". Rybach still trying to find the groove on that changeup. She keeps throwing it though. Got Sasso way off balance with it for the strikeout. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to the sophomore right fielder. McGrain, it's a ground ball to Rykoff, who bobbles it, picks it up quickly, throws it across to retire the 9-hitter. There are quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Back to the top for the Lady Hawks, second baseman number 15, Annika Harris. Lady Hawks second baseman Annika Harris stepping in. Grounds that ball over to the first baseman, who decides to field it. It's a race to first base. First baseman beats Harris to the bag and quickly retires the Lady Hawks for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Still Lady Hawks 3, Hornets 1. Top of 3. Yeah.
See the Warriors game last night.
For those of you locals listening and or around, it only took Phil 2.5 innings to ask if I watched the Warrior game last night. You know what they say, Phil, if you don't watch the Warrior game last night, it's either hospital or prison is the only reason. And since you brought it up, Warriors had a 23-point lead in the second half, and with less than 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, found themselves in a 2-point game. Did you watch the game, Pat?
I did.
Of course, and Pat just admitted to you he wasn't in the hospital or jail either. So, yeah, they look good. It's Curry. Just when you don't think you've seen enough from Steph Curry, he just does it again and again and again. It's a tough Warrior team, though. It's a bunch of no-name players who play together very, very well. All right, we're not here to talk about basketball. We're talking about Lady Hawks softball. Back to the top for the Hornets. Second baseman, Sienna Madsen. So Madsen, who got hit by a pitch in her first trip, back up against Ava Lee. Madsen up swinging the bat hard on a fastball from Ava Lee, fouled straight back. It's quickly a ball and no strikes to this Sienna Madsen. Lee back in the circle here, top of 3. Lady Hawks 3, Hornets 1 on a gorgeous day here at the Nest. Good off-speed pitch there at the top of the zone from Ava Lee, swung through by Madsen. Ooh. Lee wanted that one, jumped up in anticipation of the third strike call. Executive producer Pat Terry, who's more behind home plate than I am, simply uttered what we all thought. Good pitch. Ooh, Lee pulls the string on a changeup. Madsen swings over the top of it, right through the swing hole that Phil Sasso said was there. Hitting for the Hornets, playing shortstop, Georgiana Castro. So with 1 out, up steps number 12, Georgie Castro, playing shortstop. Ball swung hard over at Harris, gets underneath her glove for a base hit on the first pitch from Lee. Now batting for Novato, number 17, the pitcher, Isabel Rykoff. So Madsen wasted no time slapping that single into right field.
I think that was Castro.
Castro, pardon me. Thank you. Off-speed pitch there from Ava Lee to the Novato catcher. Has her a little bit off balance. She fouls that ball straight back. It's quickly no balls and a strike to the number 3 hitter. That ball's hit hard over to Cobb, who scoops it up, throws it to first base nicely.
Can of corn for Cobb. Great play.
Nice play there from Elisa. Slides her feet over, scoops it up for the second out of the inning. Hitting for Novato, third baseman Gianna Flores. So 2 quick outs here for Novato as Lee continues to deal. Big cut there from Flores. Big lead there from Madsen. Sasso paying attention, noticing that. I wouldn't be surprised to see her take a shot at stealing third base.
She looks fast.
Yeah, she does. Good fastball there on the outside corner. That's a huge lead from Madsen. Sasso comes all the way out, almost to the bottom of the circle to chase her back to second base. Ball and 2 strikes to Flores here as a race car tears down Miller Avenue. That ball up in the zone. There goes Madsen. Cobb out in front of the bag. Good throw there by Sasso. It's good speed from Madsen to move over to third base. That pitch missed. So Novato, for the 3rd time in 3 innings, has a runner at third base. Fastball there from Lee, misses up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Flores.
Time for the changeup.
Ooh.
Oh, nice pitch.
Ooh, good pitch. Lee looking in, really wondering where that pitch is.
I'd say it was in the strike zone.
Yeah. Count is now full to the third baseman, Flores. Ball misses at the bottom of the zone. That's a walk to Flores as Novato keeps it going here in the top of the third inning. Stepping in to hit for Novato, number 6, Claire Hanna. So 2 outs here for Novato with runners at first and third as Lee steps on the bump in the circle. Throws a fastball that is smashed up and over the head of McGrain. Takes one hop and slams into the fence. Flores coming all the way around from first base to score on a stand-up triple by the first baseman, Claire Hanna. That's the hardest I've seen a ball hit at the nest in quite some time. Sasso calls time and heads out to the circle to talk to Ava Lee. As the catcher, Ali Tubak, goes down to talk to Coach Alfonso Flores. So the Hornets have answered here in the top of the third inning and have tied the game at 3 as threes are wild on the board. Now hitting for Novato, the catcher, Ali Tubak.
Missed third strike. Looms large.
Yeah, the scorekeeper, Phil Sasso, says that missed third strike that we all thought was a strike looms large. Lee comes right back with a good fastball in the inside corner that just missed, and Lee is out there a little bit frustrated, understandably. She's been painting all over these corners and just really looks like she may not be getting a call. Not to take anything away from that triple. That ball was over McGrain's head before she could take a step and took one short hop before it slammed into the wall out there in right field. Ball squared. Cobb picks it up on a bunt attempt and throws it across nicely for the third out of the inning. So the Lady Hawks are out of it. Buck tried to sneaky there with the runner at third and 2 outs, tried to drop a bunt down, and Cobb wasn't having any of it as she simply picked it up and threw it across to Eden Clark for the third out of the inning. Couple of hits for the Hornets. They've tied it. It's now 3-3 as we go to the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, that missed call strike really hurt.
It really did. That was a really good pitch, and not to take anything away, because as I said earlier, that might be the hardest ball I've seen hit here in a couple of weeks.
No, that was hit hard. One hopper against the fence.
Yeah. Line drive too. No air under it. Just a rip.
This is a much improved Novato Hornets team from earlier in the season.
They really are. It's hard to believe this team has not won a conference game yet. 5-13 on the season, 0-8 in the conference. You know, I thought this would be a good time to do a quick shout out to the coaching staff of the Lady Hawks. It is a new coaching staff, a brand new regime led by Lynette Ingloff, Hall of Famer Don Smith, and Monica. You know, Pat and Phil, I know you both know. You know, if you look at this team last year, this team finished 4-16 last year and 1-13 in the conference, and it's the exact same roster. So I would like to throw a quick shout out to Lynette and her coaching staff on a very well done job so far this season. I think they hired me to do the talking here. I almost forgot how to talk. Hitting for the Hawks, shortstop Zoe Pletcher. So the Hawks found themselves in a little game here in the bottom of the third inning. It's tied at 3 with their 2-hitter Zoe Pletcher at the plate. Zoe stepping to the front of the box, slaps that pitch straight back and foul. Rykoff trying to stay in the groove here a little bit. Hasn't found her changeup yet, but is, I will say, spotting her pitches well. Pletcher trying to slap that ball. Goes over the head of Eden Clark, who's in the on-deck circle. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Zoe.
I think the force of Zoe's foul ball knocked our camera off angle just a little bit.
Ball just misses on the outside corner, as I mentioned earlier. Pletcher rarely swings at a pitch out of the strike zone and rarely swings through a pitch. If that bat's moving, she's making contact. As you can see right there, fights off a pitch. Questionable on the outside corner. May have been a ball, but a little too close with 2 strikes. And she just simply fouls it straight back. Pletcher hits a simple ground ball to the pitcher. Rybach picks it up easily, throws it across for the first out of the inning. Now hitting, playing first base, senior captain Eden Clark. So the Hawks quickly with an out here. It's their number 3 hitter. 4-year starter Eden Clark steps in. Fastball in the inside corner. Strike 1, looked at by Eden. So we watch the cars of our lives move from left to right and right to left down Miller Avenue. Rybach still trying to find that changeup. That ball landed, 42.5 feet away from the rubber. For those of you unfamiliar with what that means, that's in front of home plate. Clark tempted to offer at that pitch. Upstairs, laid off of it nicely. It's 2 balls and a strike to Eden. Ball's grounded hard foul down the left field line. Just missed going over the top of the bag. Clark looks really good at the plate and has for 3-4 games in a row. Really seeing the ball well. Seems to get stronger by the day. Ball's ripped way up into the air. Center fielder coming in underneath it and grabs it. That's Sophia Long out there. Now hitting for the Lady Hawks. Captain and pitcher Ava Lee. So Lee up with 2 outs here. Ava blasted a ball to the center field fence in her first trip. Smashes that ball off of the third baseman's foot for a single, and Ava wastes no time cruising into second base for a stand-up double. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, number 8, playing third base, Elisa Cobb. Into run for Lee, Evan Terry. So Evan Terry comes into pinch run, has become a regular pinch runner on this team, and the blur that goes behind her when she runs is the reason why she can really fly. Cobb, who singled in her first trip back up at the plate, wastes no time grounding a foul ball down to the third baseman. Quickly, no balls and a strike to Elisa, senior captain on this team in her 4th year in the program, playing third base. Elisa going to McAllister in Minnesota next year. Elisa skies that ball up towards the second baseman, who quickly and easily fields it for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Hornets come back after tying the game and shut the Lady Hawks down. 1 hit, no runs. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, we are knotted at 3-3. So the Hornets get together, and before they walk into the dugout and announce that it's time to get some hits. Ava Lee back out into the circle. Quick shout out to some folks out there, if they're listening. always our Canadian connections. We have the Groveland grandparents in Ontario. We have Monica, Frank Pellegrino in Canada. Those are Elisa Cobb's aunts and uncles. We've got Uncle Greg in Minnesota. Locally, we've got Grant, Marin County Hall of Famer Daryl Rory, the commissioner, Steve Padelka. Ava's finishing up her practice pitches here. Hitting for the Hornets, right fielder, Estrella Benitez. No? Is it Estrella? Apparently it's Estrella Benitez. Is she
Number 2.
What's that?
It's number 2.
Oh. Pardon me, folks. That's just Cinda Wright at the plate. So I've apparently lost my mind. This is Jacinda Wright.
No, they pulled the fastball.
Oh. Number 7 hitter here. Fouled off the first pitch. Lee tuning up the fastball to the top side of the zone. Swung through by Jacinda Wright. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Lee not wasting any time, getting the ball back, foot down, and into the wind as she takes the sign from Sasso. Good fastball at the bottom of the zone, looked at by Jacinda Wright for the first out of the inning. Hitting for Novato, center fielder Sophia Long. So Lee comes out right away, steps in the circle, throws 3 pitches, and there's an out. Holds on to that one a little bit long. Sails way up and out of the zone. Fastball down and in. Lee wondered where it's got to be on these corners. That ball low. It's 3-0. The number 8 hitter, Sophia Long. That ball misses too as Long walks on 4 pitches. Hitting now, right fielder, Estrella Benitez. So, uncharacteristically, Lee walks a hitter on 4 pitches. Number 9 hitter, Benitez steps in, quickly swings at the first pitch from Ava for strike 1. Squares to bunt. Sasso throws down to the steal. No need to sacrifice. Benitez offered at that pitch. Quickly 2 strikes to Benitez. Benitez lays off that pitch. Lee took a little bit off of it. Floated up to the top of the zone and out. Novato trying to get something going. Have had base runners in every inning so far. Good pitch there from Ava Lee. Good fastball, retires the number 9 hitter. Hitting for Novato, leadoff hitter, second baseman Sienna Madsen. So 1 out here to Madsen, who's been on both times she's been up. Quickly swings at the first pitch. Clark might have stepped on first base as she wandered into foul territory to try and grab that ball. That would have been a good out for the Lady Hawks to get. Madsen swinging at the first pitch in all 3 trips. No balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter. Good fastball there, just missed, I guess, on the outside corner. That ball got by the catcher, Sasso. Runner moves over to third base. That's Sophia Long over at third base. It's a ball and a strike here. Ball's ripped right at Ava Lee. And in the spirit of self-preservation, throws her glove up in front of her mask and just watches it gobble into her glove. That is a phenomenal play on a ball that is absolutely smoked by the Novato leadoff hitter, Sophia Madsen. So a bit of bad luck there for Novato. That's a base hit 7 out of 10 times and would have scored the go-ahead run, but not on Ava Lee, the do-everything sophomore or junior player, young Lady Hawk. I can't even say it, Pat. It's just too good stuff. That ball was that was something else.
That was too exciting.
We'd have to look for TAM TV to get our instant replay. That's one we'd like to see again, that's for sure. Of course, when I geek out later and watch the game tonight, I'll probably hit the rewind on that one a few times. That was pretty sweet. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning here. We're tied at 3. So executive producer Pat Terry now up on a chair to adjust our cameras, make sure that they're wind. Rybach spending no time getting ready. Pat resetting the camera, looks pretty good to me. Hawks looking to get a little production here out of the bottom half of their lineup. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, senior center fielder Hazel Walsh. In steps Hazel Walsh. Struck out in her first trip. Hazel crushes a ball to dead center field. Little too much air under it. Good contact there from Hazel, but that ball's gobbled up by Sophia Long out there in center field. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, playing left field, junior number 13, Melissa Varsity. So in steps Varsity. Ball in the dirt from Rybach. Fastball misses. The ever versatile Melissa Varsity in the box. Smashed over the first baseman's head for a solid single. Hits off the foot of the right fielder, and Varsity, not really keeping an eye on it, overruns the base when she could have maybe grabbed second on that. Nice hit there by Melissa. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, senior Krista Sasso. So Varsity hits that ball hard down the right field line for a single as Sasso steps in. Looks at the first pitch way up and out for ball 1. We are looking for those Sasso arms to get extended and those hips to explode. Ball down and in. Krista, pretty good eye, actually. Rarely swings at any pitch out of the strike zone. Very selective, patient for sure. 2 balls and no strikes to the senior catcher, Krista Sasso. Off-speed pitch there from Rybach. Good change up on the inside corner. Krista had a good look at it. Krista struck out last time on an Ephus-style changeup from Rybach. 2 balls and a strike to Krista. Krista slams that ball deep into the dirt right out in front of the box. 2-2. Ooh, off-speed pitch there. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Sasso looks at the changeup for strike 3, and the catcher, Ali Tubak, came up on Faraday trying to steal second base and threw her out. So Novato comes up with the rare strike him out, throw him out to end the Lady Hawks half of the 4th inning. We will head to the top of the 5th inning. We got a ball game here in MCAL matchup here at the Nest late in the MCAL season. We're tied here at 3. Good. That's me talking to executive producer Pat Terry, who, after a foul ball or two, is doing some camera adjustments.
So his grandparents and Steve, who just finished the Boston Marathon.
There you go.
So his team in Wells.
For Dad?
Yeah. He did. They're watching the game right now.
Absolutely, be happy to. That's awesome. Oh, got a great announcement and a shout out here. Zoe Pletcher's mom, Anna Pletcher, stopped by and gave us some really exciting news. Zoe's grandparents and dad, Steve, just finished running the Boston Marathon, which was today. I noticed that whoever won, I don't know who that is, but posted the 3rd fastest time ever in the Boston Marathon, one of the most legendary foot races in all the land, for those of you who don't know. That's a big deal. Thank you for sharing that, Anna, and always a quick shout out to Moby Dick. You never know what you're going to get from four-legged Moby Dick.
Our good luck charm's back. See?
In the box for Novato, Georgie Castro. So in steps Castro, who looks like a stick of dynamite with a fuse hanging out of her. She is something else. Lays off that pitch up in the zone after swinging hard at the first pitch. I have a feeling this gal might have been on the disabled list the first time we played. I don't remember seeing her. I mean, she is up there getting her money's worth.
She's swinging hard.
Yeah.
She's swinging for the fence. And I think she might be able to put it out.
Oh, I think so. Quickly a ball and 2 strikes. Someone named John Corer won the Boston Marathon in the 3rd fastest time of all time. So I guess we'll give a shout out to the winner. But more importantly, we know people who ran in the race. That ball's grounded to Cobb, who picks it up and decides to, ruled foul at the plate.
Interesting call.
Lady Hawks catch a break. Executive Pat Terry sums it up nicely with interesting call with a question mark at the end of it. Don't know what happened there. I guess it must have hit her in the foot. Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Did it hit maybe the plate?
Plate's in fair territory. That ball is sky deep and out to left field. No problem there for Faraday, who gets under it. And I think you're right, Pat. Girl hits the ball hard. We might have caught a little break there with the wind. I noticed a little breeze starting to push in. It feels like from left field.
Yeah, if she straightens one out, it might be out of here.
Hitting for Novato, the pitcher, Isabel Rykoff. Rykoff hits that ball right off of the trademark. Lee takes 2 steps out of the front of the circle and just pulls it out of midair for the 2nd out of the inning. Hitting for Novato, Gianna Flores. So Lee quickly with 2 outs here. Winds up a fastball, goes over Sasso's head for ball 1. To the Novato third baseman, Gianna Flores, who scored all the way from first on a triple in their last at-bat. Good fastball there at the bottom of the zone from Ava Lee. Pitch low. 2 balls and a strike here. Top of the 5th inning. We're tied 3-3. Good MCal matchup here at the base of Mount Tamalpais here in Mill Valley. Ooh, ball catches Flores and then ricochets into Sasso's mask. Lee with her 3rd hit batsman of the game. Flores moves down to first base with 2 outs here. Hitting for Novato. Playing first base, number 6, Claire Hanna. So Hanna, who tripled in her last at-bat, steps in. And promptly skies that ball way up and lands on top of the Lady Hawk dugout. Hanna up there hacking. I will say these Lady Hornets have come up with their sticks, ready to let them fly. I continue to butcher the English language here as I try to portray what is a broadcast of this game. Good pitch there from Ava Lee. Rise ball to the top of the zones. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Claire Hanna with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning in a game that's tied 3-3. Ball's grounded right back to Lee on a hop. Quickly fires it over to Eden Clark for the 3rd out of the inning. Good inning there from Ava Lee. Hornets take the field for the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're tied at 3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hey folks, as we head into the 5th inning stretch here, quick reminder, there are hot dogs available at the Snack Shack along with just about anything else you can put in your mouth. Please stop by, and thank you all for coming.
Got 9 for 5 for Novato.
Pardon me?
9 for 5.
Oh, I'm not the scorekeeper, it's in the dugout.
In the dugout.
Okay folks, welcome back to the nest. Here's the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Lady Hawks, right fielder Delphine McGrain. So the Hawks, in need of some offense here, have been stifled a little bit by Rybach in the last couple of innings. Sophomore left-handed hitter Delphine McGrain steps in, squares to bunt, does not offer. Ball slides across the outside corner for strike 1. Off-speed pitch from Rybach. Very much an off-speed pitch. Glides wide on the inside corner. Quickly a ball and 1 strike to Delphine, as she is known as Del. Pitch on the inside corner, framed for ball 2. Good catcher back there for Novato. Ali Tubak. McGrain slaps that ball into the ground. Foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, excuse me. Lady Hawks haven't scored in 2 innings after Tubak slammed a triple off the right field wall for 2 runs to tie the game. It's been quiet. Little spirit and energy coming out of the Lady Hawk dugout, trying to get something going as the number 9 hitter Delphine McGrain hits with nobody on and nobody out here. McGrain grounds that ball to the shortstop, who picks it up on a couple of hops and with a good throw fires it across for the 1st out of the inning. Good speed there by McGrain, but that was a nice play by the shortstop, Georgie Castro. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, number 15, Annika Harris. So they call her Ani, and she's due. 1 out here. Good fastball there from Rybach on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball's grounded out in front. Foul. Alfonso Flores, Novato coach, stepping out in front of his dugout, moving his outfielders around. Harris, it's a one-hopper to third base, thrown over quickly for the second out of the inning, and Rykoff is cruising here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hitting for Tam, shortstop, number 1, Zoe Pletcher. So with 2 outs here, Pletcher needs to get something going for the Lady Hawks. Need a run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball's high to Pletcher for ball 1. Pitch on the inside corner, framed by Tubak, the catcher. Zoe looked at it. It's a ball and a strike. Rybach, the pitcher, held on to that one a little bit too long. Sailed up and over Pletcher's head for ball 2. Ball down and away. It's 3 balls and a strike to the 2-hitter, and starting shortstop Zoe Pletcher looking for her first hit of the day. That ball misses. It's a walk for Zoe Pletcher. Moves on down to first base. Up comes Eden Clark.
Let's go, Eden.
Now hitting for the Hawks, senior captain Eden Clark. The Hawks looking to get something going here out of the meat of the order. Eden Clark, the 3-hitter, stepping in. Swings hard at a fastball down in the zone. A good pitch from Rybach. Quickly, no balls and a strike to Eden. That ball fades up in the zone. Tubak fires down to first base to keep Pletcher honest. No play. Ball and a strike to Eden Clark. Ball's down. Good look by Clark. 2 balls and a strike. Ball's hit hard between short and second for a base hit by Clark. Pletcher stops at second, and the Hawks got a 2-out rally going here. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, pitcher number 10, Ava Lee. So in steps Ava Lee. 2 outs here. Lady Hawk cleanup hitter, looking to pay. Ball's crushed off of the third baseman's knee, kicked into foul territory by Pletcher. That's a dead ball. That'll freeze the runners and load the bases. Boy, Lee just ripped that ball into the third baseman, who's over there trying to shake that off. That was a tough play for her to try to make. Flores, that ball might have hit her in the hand. Hitting for the Hawks, Elisa Cobb. So in steps Cobb with the bases loaded here and 2 outs. Lisa fires that ball, whips a single into right field. That'll bring in Pletcher. Clark turns the corner and scores. Cobb takes the extra base as the ball comes in. Ava Lee moves over to second on a 2 RBI single by Elisa Cobb. Moves the Lady Hawks into the lead 5-3.
Clutch hitting by Cobb.
That's executive producer Pat Terry saying that's some clutch hitting there by Elisa Cobb. That ball was hit real hard, but it went right by the second baseman without being touched. What do you think, Phil? Was that a hit? Clean hit, says Hall of Fame scorekeeper Phil Sasso.
No question that was a hit.
There we go. The meeting at the mound is about to come to an end as the umpire makes her way to the circle. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, senior number 4, Hazel Walsh.
Go, Hazel.
So in steps Hazel as the Hawks look to add on some more here. Hazel takes a cut. The fastball up and over the screen for strike 1. Hazel hits a ball over the shortstop's head. Cobb turns the corner. She'll come around and score. That ball might have caught the glove of the shortstop there. Hawks pick up another one as they loaded the bases with 2 outs and have brought in 4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now hitting for the Lady Hawks, left fielder Melissa Farity. So in steps Farity, no hesitation, locked and loaded as usual, as a burst of offense has come from the Hawks here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 hits on the inning, 4 runs. It all started with a Pletcher walk. Melissa hits a ball right back to Rybach at the circle, who throws it over to first to retire the Lady Hawks. 4 runs on 3 hits as we head to the top of the 6th inning. It is Lady Hawks 7, the Hornets of Novato 3. So that was just what the Lady Hawks needed, was a big burst of offense and a nice. I haven't seen a 2-out rally, even 4 runs in a long time. Yeah.
There was a clutch hit, 2 RBIs for Cobb. Hazel Walsh with a nice hit.
Hazel Walsh with a single. And that ball Lee hit down to third base. I think I have lace marks on my hands from looking at that thing.
Yeah, let's not forget that rocket.
Yeah. Well, if there's one thing I know for sure about Ava Lee in the circle, I would expect with a 4-run lead the zone to get pounded very hard here. Claire Hanna coming up. Hitting for Novato, playing first base. Doing the catching. Allie Tubach. So here comes Tubach, who tripled earlier in the game. Here comes Lee out of the wind. Good fastball on the inside corner. As I mentioned just a moment ago, you'd expect Ava Lee, maybe a little extra gas in the tank. 4 runs up for her now with a 4-run lead. Rips a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Off-speed pitch, a riser, beautiful pitch on the outside corner, quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to the Novato catcher, Ali Tubach. Good change of pace there from Lee. Tubach just getting a piece of it to foul it back. Still no balls and 2 strikes as we play here in the top of the 6th inning with nobody out. 7-3 after the Hawks put a 4 spot on the board in the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 2 outs and nobody on. Went on a 2-out rally, capped off by a 2-run single by Elisa Cobb. Pitch on the outside corner. One of the better pitches I've seen Lee throw today. Just missed apparently for a ball and 2 strikes. That one gets away from Lee a little bit, rises up and out of the zone for 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, good fastball by Lee. Good battle here between Tubak and Lee. This would be about time I'd see Lee really pull the string. Really pull the string on a changeup here. Have Tubak way off balance. Instead, she tries to bring one to the bottom of the zone. Maybe even have her swing at a ball out of the zone. Full count here to Tubak with nobody out.
Make her swing, Ava.
Good off-speed pitch, probably a curveball there from Ava Lee for the first out of the inning. Hitting for Novato, left fielder, number 2, Jacinda Wright. So Lee wastes no time, comes out, gets a strikeout in her first hitter. Jacinda Wright, the left fielder from Novato, steps in with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Good pitch there from Ava Lee. Little drop to the bottom of the zone, squeezed nicely by Sasso. It's a ball and a strike here. Swing there by Jacinda Wright on a fastball down the middle from Lee. Fouled off of Sasso's glove. It's a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Wright battling there. Lee, as I said, would be the case. Pounding the zone. 4-run lead, no walks. Strangely enough, 3 hit by pitches. I don't recall anybody getting hit 3 times in a game. How about you, Pat? It's kind of unusual.
That's quite a feat.
Ooh, good riser. Good off-speed pitch there by Ava Lee for the 2nd out of the inning. Now batting for Novato, center fielder Sophia Long. The number 8 hitter steps in from Novato here with 2 outs. And here comes Lee into the wind. Ball squirts out of Sasso's glove. Ball missed inside for ball 1. Good fastball in the outside corner there from Ava Lee, who is in a groove now. Ball and a strike here to the junior captain. Ball misses. Might have slipped out of her hands there. Rare miss. Good pitch there from Lee. Riser. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Good, the same pitch. Strike 3. That's a critical out for Ava to get. That'll secure the number 9 hitter to be a leadoff hitter as we go into the 7th inning. when we get there. In the meantime, the Hawks will go to the bottom of the 6th here with a chance to add on as we currently sit 7-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Hawks 7, the Hornets from Novato 3. So Lee, very impressive there, coming back after the Hawks put 4 on the board, comes back, gets 1, 2, and 3, and also retires the 8-hitter, which ensures the 9-hitter will start the top of the 7th inning. That's a big deal when you have a 4-run lead, because they always say if you're 4 runs or less and you start getting base runners, all it takes is a grand slam to get you home.
That's right. They've stepped up on the D side and on the offensive side. Let's see if the Hawks can seal the game here.
Hitting for the Lady Hawks, catcher number 12, Krista Sasso. So Sasso stepping in here, number 8 hitter, nobody out.
Let's go, Krista!
Ripped to left field, up and over the left fielder's head, bouncing off of her glove before she could see it. That ball was absolutely crushed, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch fastball. It's the first time Sasso has swung at the first pitch she's seen all season. In the run for Sasso, number 2, Cece Razakevich at the plate for your Lady Hawks, Delphine McGrain. So that ball was annihilated into left field by Sasso. Finally, Phil, we get those arms extended and the hips explode and the strength of Sasso comes out. That was tremendous. Speedy Razakevich in to run for the catcher Sasso as the 9-hitter McGrain steps in, bounces that ball over the pitcher's head, and the Hornets try to turn 2. Madsen, the shortstop, picks it up and makes a nice play, handing it off to the second baseman for the first out of the inning on the force. In to hit for the Lady Hawks, leadoff hitter number 15, Annika Harris. So I wonder, maybe if Madsen takes that ball, steps on second, maybe she could make that play, unless she was way in front.
I think she had a chance.
Yeah. Tubok trying to keep McGrain honest over there. It's a good lead, but good lead by McGrain. Ball 1 to Harris, the leadoff hitter. Harris smashes a ball into left field by the shortstop for a single, as the Hawks got something cooking here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 on and 1 out. Novato coach Alfonso Flores, pardon me, calling time and heading to the circle, as it looks like we're going to have a pitching change, as it looks like Claire Hanna has moved into the dugout to exchange maybe a glove and maybe a different mask. Rybach goes into the dugout. I'm guessing they're going to change places and move Rybach over to first base. She'll go over to play first base. So Claire Hanna will come in to pitch with 2 on here and 1 out. Right-hander Hanna, who tripled earlier in the game, now coming to see if she can slow down this Hawks explosion of offense we've seen in the last 2 innings. I'm still over here giddy after that line drive from Sasso into left field. That was awesome.
Army followed it up. 5-6 old.
Two hits for the Hawks, as Hall of Fame scoreboard operator Phil Sasso pointed out. Harris with a single. And now we got Zoe Pletcher coming to the plate, followed by Clark and Lee. Now pitching for the Hornets, Claire Hanna. Rybach moving to first base. Hitting for the Lady Hawks, she's our shortstop, Zoe Pletcher. So in steps Zoe. Slaps that ball to the third baseman, who does a nice job of gobbling it up and firing over to second to retire Harris on the fielder's choice. That was a very nice play by Flores over at third base. Now hitting for the Lady Hawks, Eden Clark. So first and third here for the Hawks. 2 runners on at first and third. No hesitation on the stolen base from Zoe Pletcher. Catcher Tubach came up firing. I thought she was throwing down, but it was the deception play trying to see if she could get McGrain from third to leave. Madsen, the shortstop, makes a nice play on that right behind the circle. So Pletcher steals another bag, moves to second base. Second and third here for Eden Clark. Change up there from Hanna. That one might have surprised the umpire. That looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that one snuck by.
2 balls and a strike. Clark, fly ball, center field, grabbed by the center fielder, Sophia Long. So the Hawks threaten there in the 6th inning. Hanna did a nice job coming in to spell Rybach and quickly got 2 outs before the Hawks could put one on. So we'll head to the top of the 7th inning. The Lady Hawks with a 7-3 lead. Couple hits, no errors, no runs. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. Lady Hawks 7 and the Hornets 3.
We don't have the outs.
So here we are at the nest. Top of 7. Hornets down to their final 3 outs. Hawks busted through in the 5th inning on a 2-out rally, scoring 4 runs to break open this game on a 3-3 tie. Ava Lee in the circle. Pinch hitter number 9, Tania Williams, coming in to hit for the Hornets. Pinch hitting for the Hornets, number 9, Tania Williams. So Williams in to hit for the 9-hitter, Estrella Benitez, as Ava Lee steps into the circle, puts her foot on the bump, and comes into the wind. Williams squares to bunt, offers at it, misses, and quickly it's no balls and a strike to the pinch hitter, Tania Williams. Williams again looks to bunt and offers. Lee, no hesitation, brings that ball in the outside corner at the bottom of the zone, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Williams again squaring to bunt. That ball dropped by Sasso as she offered at it for strike 3. Throws down to Eden Clark for the first out of the inning.
Some Canadian geese have taken residence in right field.
Hitting for the Hornets, Ball's lobbed down the right field line, falls out of play. Executive producer Pat Terry has pointed out that some of our friends from the north, those are Canadian geese, paying zero attention to the fact that there's an MCAL matchup going on out here as they reside and dig up things in the ground to eat. Lee throws that ball riser up and out of the zone. It's a ball and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Sienna Madsen, pardon me. Ooh, good pitch there. Must have just floated up and away. Looked like that. She's got that great off-speed riser. You don't see too many pitchers with the riser that's a little off-speed. That one comes back to the bottom of the zone, misses down and in for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to the Novato leadoff hitter. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning at the Nest. Madsen slams that ball into the fence, foul. Umpire almost made a nice barehanded play of it off the fence.
Could have been somebody.
Yeah, what she's doing trying to grab it, we don't know, but it's either that or missed calls. We don't know. Count is full here to the Novato leadoff hitter. Lee trying to come inside, misses, walks the leadoff hitter. Hitting for Novato, shortstop, Georgie Castro. So the number 2 hitter, Castro, steps in. Novato has their leadoff hitter on with 1 out. Castro, big cut at a fastball as it has been all day. This girl is not going to get cheated, folks. We got called timeout here. Coach Don Smith coming out. Oh, for those of you who can see, it looks like Don wants the Canadian geese off the field, and Hazel's out there. Hazel's lived here her whole life. She knows. You just yell at geese, or I don't know. Looks like Delphine threw her glove at the geese to get them out. We got one stubborn one. That's good TV there, ladies and gentlemen, as Hazel runs that goose up and over the fence. So a little delay in the action as
usually there's several dogs at the game.
Right.
But today we only have Moby. I don't know.
Yeah, we got Moby Dick. And look at the 2 geese down the right field line going, what happened? That ball's hit foul down towards the geese down the right field line. Actually, I think I heard the one goose say to the other goose, I told you.
Well, the fact is they did not buy tickets.
Exactly. So no balls and 2 strikes to the shortstop, Georgie Castro here. Lee on the bump and into the wind. Good pitch there by Ava Lee. Castro turns on. It's a ball foul up and over the Lady Hawk dugout. Lee trying to finish this one off for the Lady Hawks. Madsen stealing second base, down 4 runs. Sasso came up, threw it down to Pletcher, and that was close. Safe. Madsen looked at that, or Castro looked at that pitch for ball 1. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That ball is ripped up to center field, through, picked up by Walsh, who throws it all the way to the plate. Madsen takes the extra base. It's a line drive RBI single for Madsen. Excuse me, for Castro. And Up comes the first baseman now, Isabel Reichhoff. Hitting for Novato. Playing first base, Isabel Reichhoff.
You could see Castro was due.
Oh, yeah.
She was all over those pitches.
Yeah, she hit the ball hard all day today. So Reichhoff, who threw 5 2/3.
A great pitch.
Great curveball on the inside corner from Ava Lee. Novato has cut the lead to 3 as they've put a run on here in the top of the 7th inning. 7-4, Lady Hawks. That ball smashed at Pletcher, who will race Castro to the bag, steps on the bag for the unassisted double play to end this one, ladies and gentlemen. So Reichhoff slams a shot out to Pletcher, who snatches it and just is a foot race with Castro to the bag. Harris was there, but Zoe said we're not throwing it. Makes a great play on an unassisted double play to end the game. 7-4 Lady Hawks. That'll do it, folks. We want to thank you all for coming out to this great game. We want to thank Coach Alfonso Flores and his squad from Novato. It was a good game. Ladies, good game, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy the rest of the season, Novato. Good luck to you, Lady Hawk fans. We'll see you on Friday for Pinole Valley, and we'll be at San Rafael on Wednesday. So, a game that started 1-0 Novato. 2 innings later went to 3-3. It stayed 3-3 for 3 innings before the Hawks put together a 4-run, 2-out rally in the 5th inning to take the lead, and the Hornets did not stop. They kept coming and coming and coming. I'm very impressed with this team. It's hard to believe this team hasn't won a conference game with the way they swing the bat. I don't know, how many underclassmen they have, but that's a classy outfit. They do things right, and I wish them the best. Your Lady Hawks will go to San Rafael for a rematch. They beat San Rafael 1-0 here at the Nest last time. San Rafael just lost a game after winning 6 in a row, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And then we get Pinole Valley, our last non-conference game on Friday. Happy to report, in case you didn't know, Phil, I mentioned to Pat, the Lady Hawks are still undefeated at the Nest. So here we are, this deep in the season. We haven't lost here, and we play Redwood. Pardon me, I said San Rafael, didn't I? We play Redwood here on Wednesday. Yes. Rematch game. That's the one we need. Well, it's been a fun day here on a beautiful day at the Nest. We want to thank you all for watching. We want to thank executive producer Pat Terry again for doing this. Tam Boosters for giving us an opportunity to do this. I'm Tony Cobb. I want to thank you all for listening and watching. Hall of Fame scorekeeper Phil Sasso, thank you for your duties here, sir. We appreciate you. And until next time, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.